Greetings from the Keystone How-To series. It's time to get started on another great Keystone Country Manor DIY project. In this episode, we're going to show you how to include a light on top of a 30 by 30 inch Country Manor column so you can show off your hard work even at night. So let's get to it. Brought to you by Tremron. They make it easy. To begin, make a shopping list of all of the project's materials and supplies. For the light, we're going to use a bottom-mounted style so the electrical wiring can exit through the bottom of the fixture. You may want to look at solar light options to avoid wiring and electricity. Gather those tools. You may need to make a few cuts with a masonry blade so the cap units fit around the base of the light on top of the column, but it should be easy to run the wires between the joints of the caps. Need a refresher on how to make cuts? We've got you covered. Check out our handy quick tip to learn how. Safety first. We want all of our projects to be a painless experience. Since this project involves electricity, you need to review your local codes and locate your existing underground utilities and mark them before you excavate. Calling 811 makes it easy. Now we're ready to start building. To start, mark a 42 by 42 inch area at the location of your column build. Use a shovel to excavate the area to a depth of 1 foot and compact the base before you move on. We know you'll be shocked at how easy this project is, but before you start working with electricity, you need to make sure you take all necessary steps to keep yourself safe. You're going to need to dig a trench between your column's location and a GFI circuit to provide power for your light. Factors like your soil type, the amount of power you'll need, and locale will impact the required depth of the trench and appropriate type of wiring to use. Because each site is unique, codes regarding the depth of buried cable will vary. We recommend you review your local code or consult a licensed electrician for specific guidance on running power to your column location. Once you run power to the column, you'll want to make sure you have about 50 inches of wiring extending above ground, enough to run up the center of the column with a little extra to work with. If you don't have experience working with electricity or aren't confident in your wiring ability, never hesitate to hire a professional to take care of it for you. With your wiring out of the way and aligned with the center of your base, pour even layers of granular base material a few inches at a time to a depth of 6 inches. Use your hand tamper to compact and level the material as you go. This step is very important and will give you a solid, level surface on which to build your first course. For the first course, build this block configuration around your wiring so it goes directly up and through the center of your layout. Adjust the blocks from side to side to align them and use a dead blow hammer with your level to make small adjustments. Remember, the long groove or receiving channel on the unit should be placed downward and the 3 pinholes should face upward. Use concrete block adhesive after each course so your column stays secure. Don't forget to check your work with a level as you build each course. For the next course, rotate the first layout 90 degrees so it is offset from the last and build it around your wiring. Use adhesive and keep alternating the layouts. Fill the core with granular material before moving on. Before we place the cap units, we need to take extra care in wiring the light. Again, if you're unsure, it's okay to call in an expert for advice. If you need to, trim the wire down to about 8 workable inches. Follow the manufacturer's instructions to connect your wiring to the light. Use the correct wire nuts and wrap a sufficient amount of electrical tape around the connections to make sure they're secure. Now, make cuts in the caps if needed and dry fit them to make sure the wiring fits through. Move the caps from side to side so they're centered on the column with a 1-inch overhang. Once everything is aligned, use concrete block adhesive 1 cap at a time to secure them in place. Depending on the light you select, you'll probably need to drill holes into the concrete caps to secure the light in place. Refer to the manufacturer's instructions for mounting details. Fill in the trench and the border area with what you excavated. Remember to turn the circuit back on when you're finished. What an enlightening project. I don't think I've ever seen a column that looked this nice. We're always working on new projects to share with our DIY fans. Check out our other how-to guides at Tremron.com to stay in the loop. You never know what'll inspire you to go outside and start building. Available in Florida from Tremron.